Hello, kindest regards to all of you. I hope that you will enjoy this presentation. So, a little bit about me. My name is Mario Gracin. I'm chief gardener here at Maslina Resort in Croatia on island Hvar. I have a bachelor degree in organic farming, finished hobby beekeeping course, and I'm passionate about permaculture, regenerative agriculture, food systems, and so on. I have 4 gardeners in the team, and without them, this couldn't be possible. A little bit about what means organic. So, definition, organic agriculture is raising vegetables, herbs, fruits, livestock without using any chemically synthesized pesticide or fertilizer. Basically, all traditional farming was organic, and it gives answers to chemical-dependent agriculture that was practiced in Western society the last 60 years and led to all kinds of, or contributed to all kinds of soil, water, climate, and biodiversity problems. A little bit about garden and hotel landscape. So hotel landscape stretches over 2 hectares with a main hotel building, as Zoran said, 3 villas, beach bar, spa, and has beach plot that is 5 minutes walking from the main hotel building. So garden is located there. It is baby garden. It is it is less than 1 year old. It is organic permaculture garden. It is about 700 square meters big, with raised beds modeled on JM Flaptier biointensive market gardening, and that is producing organic vegetables and herbs on 75 centimeters wide beds. So these are herbs that we sowed and had in the garden last year. Some of the local wild-grown herbs on island Hvar are oregano, rosemary, laurel, immortelle, and sage. Journey of creation, how it all started. All started with Zoran's idea and the mission to have organically produce vegetables and herbs for spa, bar, and restaurant kitchen. It all started in June 2020 with 1 assistant and me, and a lot of goodwill to start something beautiful. So first, I planned the garden with coordination of restaurant chef, made timeline for garden works, and start working. We bought tools and equipment, so we started with basically no tools. First, we did primary and secondary tillage with the help of locals. So it was plowing and harrowing. After that, we leveled the terrain because it wasn't leveled 100%. Then we marked positions of the beds. After that, we formed the beds with help of other departments. You can see here a picture of me with giving a little presentation to F&B department, what we are doing here and why we are doing it like this. After that, we applied vermicompost to enhance microbial profile in our soils. And after that, of course, we planted the seedlings. It was really late in the season, and we had really, we were lucky to plant it and to see them survive because of the high temperatures that were at that time. Sustainability techniques we use here. So first, to ask a question, is sustainability today enough? Some think it is not enough, and we think we should aim for regeneration. So we aim to regenerate soil health, regenerate plant health, and hopefully have positive impact on human health eventually. Techniques we use here are used in so-called alternative agricultural systems as permaculture, regenerative agriculture, Korean natural farming. Some of the main aims of those systems is to disturb the soil as little as possible, because scientifically it's proven that disturbance of soil, so plowing, tilling, is not beneficial, it's detrimental to soil health. So we have perennial plants in order to minimize soil disturbance. Some of them are thyme, oregano, rosemary, lemon balm. Also, we use all kinds of cover. We use for garden beds so-called dead cover, so it is straw, in order to suppress weeds, in order to reduce water consumption, in order to feed the soil. And we use cover crops for exposed ground. If we do some works and the ground gets exposed, we then sow a mix of different grasses in order to keep that soil covered and protected from wind and or rain. Also, we do our own nitrogenous fertilizer. It is fish amino acid. It is used also for enhancing microbial life in the soil and for boosting green growth of herbs and plants we farm here. Also, we have a little three little compost piles that are composed of garden waste, weeds, and straw mixed in proper proportion. Also, as I said, we try to minimize tillage of the soil. In the garden, we also have non-productive parts. So in those two pictures, up left picture, you can see ISOP garden bed that this year worked really great into attracting beneficial insects. You can see butterflies, you can see the bumblebee, also bees were there. So it is non-productive garden bed, but it enhances ecological functions of whole ecosystem, and also acts as scent masking thing. So it masks the scent, that garden bed masks the scent of other vegetables, and by that means it lowers pest pressure for our garden. From time to time, there is some fallen tree after some storm. Then we use the branches of that tree and wood chip it and use it to cover the paths. So covering the paths makes the soil covered, so it suppresses weeds. It helps with rain, with a lot of rain. So it's acts like some kind of sponge, and also feeds the soil. You can see down there left, also we use botanical insecticides when necessary. This particular was neem's oil. One more thing we use, it is companion planting. So tomatoes and marigold, companion planting is used.
Mario, you've gone on mute. Mario, that's right.
Do you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you now. We've got about 3 minutes, Mario, if you can.
Okay. So we use companion planting. Why is it not going? Okay. So several other bullet points. I will just go briefly over them. They are not strictly connected to gardening, but they are connected to sustainable gardens. So gardening team has to be organized in order to be sustainable. It has to be efficient, so not to do same work twice. Also, it is really important to keep track of what are you doing and when are you doing that. Also, working atmosphere is really emphasized, because without sustainable atmosphere in the gardening team, there is no sustainable garden. So that is really emphasized, and I'm really always having in mind if I'm making good memories or bad memories for my team. I'm always trying to make good memories. Also, education is really important to motivate the team. And we periodically do education in terms of presentation or some kind of video. Also, always have in mind that your garden is part of the greater ecosystem. Try to learn from that ecosystem and put those practices in your garden. This is the best time to start your garden. So the best time was 20 years ago. This is the second best time to start it. Garden can be your differentiation point for your hotel. It adds value to your land, to your property, and to your community. Also, you have all kind of possibilities in making your products. So down left, you can see lemongrass drying. In the middle, sweet wormwood processed, dried and processed, and all ready to be served and packed as teas. Also, you have unlimited space for growth, not just for gardening team, but all other departments that are involved in some kind of plant processing. Why to start a garden? Also, long-term benefits, financial or strong promotional benefits, many benefits for kids. So we have kids here from a local school here on a little garden tour. Also, garden gives you a feeling of connection with yourself and with nature, and that is really important nowadays. Also, you have a place to hang out, and some of the added values are fresh herbs and vegetables in the off season and possibility to connect with your local community. And of course, it's really fun to watch the plants grow. As you can see, here is our spa team that is playing musical instruments in our garden. And of course, if you're gardening, you have opportunity to feel like Caesar under the shade of a giant leaf. Thank you. I hope that you enjoy.